The colors today?
Left hand.
Oh boy.
Heels. Yep. 2 shot right there. Going to heels. Come on, dude. Time go. There you go. Good, good, good. Score from there. Score from there. Come on, score from there. Front head. Get it. Okay. All right. Singles there. Hey, Adam's on her heels. Singles there. Right there. Boom. Snag. Drag. Drag it. Drag the wrist. On her heels. Carry that head. Pick the ankle up. Step up, step up, step up. Step up, there you go. Come on, pick up, pick it up. Keep going. Pick the ankle up. Come on, score. Get your 2. Come on, score. Get your 2 first. Get your 2. Get your 2 first. There you go. Hips up. In the crotch lift. In the crotch lift. All right. Get under the arms. Good. Half. Good. Good. Run it. Roll the wrist over. Go girls. Let's go girls. Yep. 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 Get over there. Come on, girls. Good, good, good. Yes, yes, post it. Come on. Good job. You're okay. Right out. Yes, sir. You do a great job. Thank you. Up and out. Come on. Up and out. Come on. No hesitation. Come on. You're good here. You're good here. There you go. Up again. You're okay. You're okay. Snap. Good job, Ab. Score. Score. In the hole. Take it. Run to it. Use your left hand. Reach to the leg with the left hand. Bring your head down. Snapper. There it is, to her head, take it to her head. Good job. Post. Stay busy. Good work, Ed. Cross face. There you go. Keep wrestling. Good, good. Under control. Knuckles to the mat. Ab, easy, easy. Abs, abs. Slide up. Use your knee. Use your knee. Use your knee. Turn it under. Turn it under. Turn it under. Move your head. Move your head. Just move your head. Good job. Hey, you got 26 seconds. You got to be careful. We can't wind up. Pop the arm and put it across. You're doing fine. Finish on top. Finish on top. Hey, use that knee. Get her flat, okay? Use that knee. Get her flat. Keep it tight. Hey, 26 seconds in the second period, okay? Finish on top. You're doing a good job. I don't know if that's... Oh,
No, you said the cherry toast guy.
Huh?
How do you forget the toast?
You don't touch it. Tough on top here. Come on, Ev.
Hold up, honey, hold up. Set, pop.
That's good job.
Come on, Abby.
That's it. Put your knuckles to the mat.
Okay, good.
Good. Walk, walk, head on top. Keep coming.
Jump, get your knee over there.
Go back to cradle then.
Get your knee over there. Run your feet around. Abby, good idea. Look at the foot. When you do that, get your knee on the other side of the head and keep your hands there.
Just take it neutral. Come on. Be smart here, Ab. Good.
Duck. 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 Okay. Don't look at me. You do it. You do it.
Lock your knees. Good.
Go. Score from this position, though. Score from this position.
Good job. You're good.
Hey, Maggie. Duck. Left hand side. There. Keep working. Hey, her arms up. Duck.
You're okay.
Okay? Come on. Try it.
Come on now. Stay on it.
There it is.
Stay out of those ties. Get your shot then. Don't hesitate. Watch it. Score. Yes, right to the head. You're waiting too long. Let her head pop, shoot.
Drag. There's a single right there. There's a single. 2 hands.
Sweep it. There you go. Finish. Finish. Keep coming. You're good. Keep coming. You're good. Keep knee sliding. Keep knee sliding.
Stay up. 2 hands on the leg. 2 hands on the leg.
Hands tight.
2 hands on the leg. Tight. Keep it tight.
Good.
On her feet.
Hand fight and clubs. Hand fight and clubs. Come on. You're up 5. She's got to go big. Hand fight and clubs. Don't tie up. Hand fight and club. Club, club. Come on. Snapper. Shot. Watch your throws there. Be smart. 30. Move your feet. Circle in. Good job. Good. Score. Pull it forward and go. Run your head. Grab her left leg. Grab her right. Grab her leg. Red. Keep your feet busy. Stay in the middle.
10 seconds.
Just hand fight. Good.
6 seconds.
Abigail Whitney wins by decision, score 5-0. And I go back up top to 106. For the Braves, Aaliyah B. Paris. For the Liners, Mitch Storbush.
Come on, Aaliyah.
All right, Leo.
Don't hesitate, right? Get right to work.
Give him the sauce. Sauce him up.
Move. Stay in your stance.
Not ready for smoke.
On your toes and run it.
On your toes, legs back.
Step in front. Step in front.
There you go, Jeff.
one, not two.
Right up, right up. Don't stop wrestling. Don't stop wrestling.
Head up, knee slide. Good job, good job. Get your base, get your base.
Fingers forward.
Good, knee slide, fix it.
Good job.
That's well done. Good job. Right away now. Watch
Right off the
it.
whistle.
Wear it down.
All right, Leah. Right off the whistle. So slow. Right up. Come on up. Your head up. Your head up. Stay on. Stay on. Okay. Right back up. Fingers forward. Put your hip down. Your left hip down. Walk the fingers up. Walk the fingers forward.
Watch her. Good, good, good.
Push down. Look away. Get your left hip down. Left hip down. Forward.
Keep fighting, Leo. Good job.
Nice job. Keep working. Come on. Brad, score one.
Keep going.
Let's get one, Aaliyah. Short time, nothing here, Aaliyah. Short time, nothing. Hip down, good.
Fight, Leo.
Good job.
Good deal, Leo.
You want to put him up right away? Hey, Aaliyah. Put him up. Hey, take down, let him go. Take down, let him. You're okay. You're doing a great job. Just wrestle. In your stance. You push the action. Drive, drive, drive! Cut him! Get away from him. You can't come off the front.
Get up, up. Okay.
Get a half of your head.
The wrist.
Go, Leo. Yeah, go.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Cross your knee.
There we go, Leo.
Fight it. Leo, keep
Aaliyah.
fighting.
Yes.
All right, Leo.
Keep going.
Get ready all day. Come on.
These guys.
Stay on offense. Stay on offense.
To your high crunch.
Offense.
High crunch. Go one way to the other. Leo. Take it. Go ahead.
Don't wait.
Go, Leo. Keep going.
Keep your feet moving.
Duck that. Get your head out of there. Head out of there. Move your feet. Move your feet, Aaliyah. Keep wrestling. Keep wrestling. Wrestling.
Come on, you can't stop. Let's go.
Don't
You can't
stop, Leo.
stop.
Don't stop.
Work up
Let's
now.
go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
We need one.
Get your head up. Head up. Head up.
Anything you can do.
Come on, fight it. Fight it. Fight it.
Good job. Walk your fingers. Walk them. Walk them. Walk them. Good. Red, nothing. Nothing.
Short time, Aaliyah. Stay tough. Short time. Short time. Left hip down.
Keep going, Leo.
Left hip down.
Keep going. Keep fighting.
Hit neutral. Hey, shoot. Don't let him shoot on you.
I see. Aaliyah.
You can do this. Let's go. You're down two. Let's go. You're good. Get set down.
right up.
Keep working.
Come on, be tough here. Be tough here, Lee. Come on, be tough here, Lee. Put the fingers forward. On the mat, fingers
Gotta put
forward.
your fingers down.
Shoulder over the ear. Grab the far wrist. Shoulder over the ear. Forward. Forward.
Watch your arm. Up, up. We're allowed to yell it. Gonna have another night like this? Never said you didn't know what you were doing. I said watch your arm. Hey.
Be tough here, Lee. Be tough. Be tough. Be tough. Elbow over the head. Be tough, Aaliyah. Elbow over the head. Be tough here. Red, Aaliyah, red.
Work up.
Be tough. Be tough. Come on. Be tough.
Keep working. Good job.
Fixed scoreboard was by decision to score 8-4. Number 120, the Braves, Aiden Salamini. The Lions, Ryan Banghart.
Let's go, Aiden.
Hey, next is Malillo, then Murtaugh, then Sibbs.
Finish it.
Stay with it. Stay with it, 2 hands. Yeah.
Snap. Good.
Watch the headlock.
Stop busting on you. There,
Good job. Yeah, good job. Oh, hips up. Right up.
Okay.
Right up.
You want to get matches like that. If you can't.
Push your elbow down. Push your elbow down.
Outstanding. That's good. Excellent job. Come on, Aiden, work up. Heavy, heavy, heavy. 40.
See that hand. Swim out of that. Swim.
Red, no points. Yours only. Come on up. Score, Aiden. He's slide. You're out. He's slide. Hop inside. Shake. On your toes and shake. Good job. Come on. Good job. Just break it down here, bud. Let's get it along. Under your knees, off your knees. Cradle it, cradle it, cradle it. Yes, get there. Take the fruit. Straight back, pull the grip to your face, Aiden. Pull the grip to your face. Stay there.
Right there.
Keep it tight. Good job. Nice job, bud.
Aiden Sanatini wins by a fall, 2 minutes, 39 seconds.
Nice job.
Got 126, the Braves, Mike Palillo. The Liners, Shaheen Ramsdown.
Go, Mike.
Do you want to check it? Sure? Alright. It's still alright, I think. I still got a little bit more to do, but. I mean,
For your shot. Come on, Mike. He reaches. Score.
Come on, use it.
In the hole. Hey, the head goes in the hole. Don't make stuff up.
If you're gonna take a shot, take one.
Come on, Mike.
Take some.
Oh, here, use this.
Move your feet, Michael. Move your feet, Michael. Move your feet.
Get one here. Something different then, bud.
Get it. Up to your feet. Sit up. Sit up. Sit up. Bite it. Bite it.
But that's not our defense. Why go there? That's not how we play defense.
Get one. 14 seconds. Get one back.
Kick your leg down next time.
Get one back.
You get one.
Come on, get one.
Get one.
Get one.
He slide out. Good.
Hey.
Hold up, Michael, get up. Pressure forward, elbow deep, lift your elbow, elevate your elbow, go. Elevate your elbow, stay with it. Oh, you're probably switching off, stay with the power. Punch it, keep with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. Pop your hips. Power it again. It's a power. Other way with it. Finish on top here. Let's go. Stay working. Red. Finish here. Full force. Takedown ties you. Come on, Bob. Let's go, you're down. Up and out now. Up to your base, let's go. Come on, get one. Let's go. Get out. Roll forward. Let's go, Michael. Stand up. Hey, you can't Grandy when your legs are tied up with his legs. You gotta clear your legs and stand up. Feet to back. Feet to back. Get a takedown, at least.
Shaheen Ramsdale wins by decision to score 6-2. Go to 132, the Braves gaining Murtaugh. The liners, Jaden Carlson.
Got Sid, then Slaker, and then Barry. Come on, Aiden. Way up. Good job.
Bud. That boy. Work on top now. Come on, Aiden. Front trip, you got him. Grip to your face. Oh, get it again. You had it. Good job, Aiden. Keep working. Keep working. Minute. Step pull to you. Yes, keep it there. Stay there. Still on top, good. Good stalemate, bud. Okay, hold on.
Watch your hands. Not yet, dude. Set. Pop.
Good job, good job, good job.
1, 2. That is criteria. Hold it down. Watch that bar. Same
Keep
hold.
going, keep staying with it.
Settle back. Push his head with your knee. Push his head with your knee. Other way, the way you had it.
Wait, yeah.
Settle back, hip down.
Hips up.
Hip down.
Right way.
Yep, you're good. Again, short time, finish on top. Nice job. Hands on your head, Bertol.
Jump rope after your match. Don't stop.
Keep running. Keep running. Settle, settle.
4, 3,
Stay there.
walk the wrong way, not that way. Yes, yes.
Good job. Good job, baby.
Aiden Murtaugh, ball 2 minutes 26 seconds.
Good job.
We go to 138. For the Braves, take the Sibley's. The liners, Devin Deska.
They're gonna take the order of Slaker. Slaker, Barry, McConnell. Hey, come in, right?
Ready for the start.
One head forward. Keep down. Walk with your head. Walk with your head. That's your front head. Come on.
Action, guys. Work out as you can. Straight ahead. Center.
Catch it, catch it. Nice job, Kale.
Keep the cross on.
Good job, keep working.
Right forward. Right forward. Yes, right forward. Right forward. Now go. Right forward. Right forward. Go.
Yep. Keep walking. Keep straight across.
Pressure there. Pressure there.
Good try.
You have right forward. Pressure on.
Still in, guys.
Press to the edge, Kale. Bring him in, you got it. Atta boy. Get there. Oh, good idea, almost. Hey, 24. 24. Finish on top.
Set. Top.
Finish on top. Already got short time, let's try it. Experience, Kale. What happened? Cramp?
Injury.
Easy.
Time, buddy. I'll defer to you when you're ready, guys.
I never could.
Good, sir.
Good job, pal. Get ready now, hands
No fingers, no fingers.
in front. Move your feet, drag.
Nice, guys.
Don't breathe. Good job. Transition now. Step.
Center.
Step.
Center.
Catch it. Down. Position. Work the right inside. Work the right inside. Quick single. Work some stop. Run. Move overhead. Work some elbow. Elbow down.
Scramble, you gotta scramble here. You gotta scramble here. Very good. Don't force, get there, go. Good job, 40-40. Pull him inbounds, pull him in and tilt him. No, inbounds, bud. Shove him in. Pull him in.
I have to pull low, don't move shot. Sit back again.
Up. Can't drop your hips, Chief. You're good, Bubba.
Good, yeah. Hey, we gotta go here. Same thing, bud, same thing.
Red.
That's it. Now you can head up the back of the bird. Next to your eyes.
Keep Working short time. 5. Finish on top. Two minutes to go, bud. Come on.
Hey, great reshot. Hey, head in between, great reshot. Come on.
Let's get one more, buddy.
You ready?
Put down.
Great run. Come on, put it back. Front end.
Score now, bud. Score. Head the hole. Run to it. Keep driving. Good job.
Hey, load again. This side you can make it, bud. Go, keep them low. Keep them low. Keep the left one in.
Watch it, buddy. Don't waste it. Hips up. Hips up. Keep going. Come on. Dale, cut him. Cut him. Get a takedown. Get a takedown. You got to get the takedown here. Get the takedown. Come on. Get it. You're all right. Keep coming. You're all right. Score. Red. Get it. Get it. Come on. Get it. Got to get the takedown here, bud. 10. Good job. Hey, good try. It's all right. Good effort, bud. 3 seconds. Stay in the center. Be ready on the whistle. Nice job.
KBO Sibley wins by decision score 7-1.
You okay? Goes all right? Nice job. Way to work.
Go to 145 for the Braves, Jordan Slater, for the Liners, Connor Hilly.
Go, Jordan.
On the plane.
here, Dan.
And Belcher wins by a ball, 2 minutes 36 seconds. Gonna go to 152. The Braves, Chris McConnell. The Liners, Jared Frazier.
Let's go, McConnell. Come on, McConnell. Good job, Chris. Keep it up. Take a good shot. Hey, take a good shot, Chris. Good shot. Come on. Off your knee.
Center, center, center. Center.
Shot. Go, Chris. Take a shot, man. Pull the trigger, bud. Pull the trigger. Come on. Get your hands together. Good job. Finish. Good, bub. Good. Come on, stay with it. All right out now. Come on, right out. Press it. Break the chill on one. Breathe it in. Hands in between. Closer, too far away. Hey, circle. Close the distance, circle. Gameplay in there, come on. Stay in a good stance all the time. Big shot off that. Come on, do it. Sit up. Sit lost. Come on, Chris. That double. Right to the outside. Give up on it. Come on, we got 30 seconds. Let's go.
Injury time.
Get back to that.
Coming center then. Coming center. Injury time. Little buckets.
You gotta be recorded. Away, hands away. on, hip to hip. Lot of knee. Lot of knee. Yeah, there it is. Hips up. Again. Hip to hip. Hip to hip. Hip to hip. Come on. Lock it up. Stay behind. Stand on the arms. Hip to hip. Hip to hip. Hip to hip. Come on, man. Get a half in there. Stay under the arms. Get the cross face. Stay behind. Stay under the arms. Come on. Get down that return. That return. Control. Get the leg back. Bring the leg back. Hold the right leg back. Lock these. Lock these. Lock the knees. Stand up. Hey. Hey. Hit the cross face. Turn it over.
After one period, Matt McLean leads 5-0.
Hey, look down. Right out, bud. His head down to the mat. Head down. Put your leg back. Put your foot to the mat. Let go now. Right up again, man. Get a leg up. You're out. Keep coming up. Hey, Matt, just stand up. Knee slide, stand up. Knee slide, stand up. Come on, Matt. Good. Right up to your feet. Good. Foot to the mat. Foot to the mat. Get one here. Get one. Get it. All right, get a takedown. Get a takedown. Get a shot off, man. Get a shot off, man. Take a shot, man. Stay with it. Stay with it. 2 hands on it. Come on, drive. Get behind you. Cross face now. Cross face. Keep your hips up. Cross face. Bulldog. Cross face. Left hand. Cross face. Come on, now return. Not on top of you. Hey, Matt. Cross face. Get it. It's right there all day, bud. Keep wrestling. Your hands. Come on, man. Right up. Up to your face. Don't stop wrestling. Get your head up. Head up. Go. Don't stop. Stand up to your feet. Up to your feet. Get one. Short time. Get one. Get one. Hey. Get one. I mean, you gotta have separation.
After 2 periods, Matt McLean leads 8-2.
Hey, go another shot. Come on. Matt, you're winning 8-2. Let's go, Bub. Get a good shot. All right, Matt, let's get it. There you go. Right up, man. Keep wrestling. Up to your base, man. Up to your base, man. Get your knees under. Up to your base. Head up.
tuck it in, jump. Keep 2 hands on it. 2 hands on it. 2 hands on it. Keep 2 hands on it. Face up. Right up, Pat. Right up, right up. Head up. Head up. Head up. Head up, Pat. Head up, man. Keep wrestling. Get off your hip. Stand up, man. Back up to your boy. Keep wrestling, man. Stand up, man. Get your head off the mat. Come on, 15 seconds. No, 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 no. No, no, no. 2 hands on it.
Matt McLean wins by decision score 10-6. Now we're going to go back to the ladies. 138, the Braves, Jordan Brandon. The liner, Sarah Price. We have the winning 50-50 number. 419912. 419912.
Come on, Jordan. Spin. Come on, score. Score. Head in the hole. Head in the hole.
Break her down, break her down.
On the tricep. Come on, post it.
Do I?
The elbow, post.
I'll put it down.
Post the elbow.
I actually forgot it was on. My hair was so wet, I was like,
Come on, get there. Go half. Come on, run it. Get out to the side. Run the half. Get out to the side with it. Get in there. Get your half in there.
Come on, Jordan.
The half in there. Hey, throw half. Left. Go, Jordan. Stay behind. Stay high, stay behind. Stay behind. Don't give up the 2. Stay behind. Stay behind. Under the arm, stay behind. Run it. Run it. Run it. Don't stop. Don't stop. That's game. Check me.
Jordan Brandon wins by fall 1 minute 52 seconds. And drop down to 121. The Braves, Julia Zalka.
Good job, Danny.
The liner, Reina Castro Gomez. We're still looking for a 50-50 winner. Number is 419912. 419912.
All right, Julia. Come on, run it. Run that half, run that half. Hold it in your lap. Hold it in your lap, and then... Come on, get it under. Down to the arms. Down to the arms. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Get it. Yes, get it. No. Not on top of you. Don't go on top. Get on this side. Get on the other. All right. Again. Barbed wire. Barbed wire. Barbed wire. Barbed wire. Barbed wire. Yes. 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 Good.
Grab your other hand.
Get the other knee over. Punch it up.
Bring your head to your knee.
Lift your head.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Again. Yeah, get over there. Get over there. Get over there. Run it. Run it. Run it. Keep running it, Julia.
Push. Keep going, Julia. Keep going.
Good, good, good. Get it deep.
Other side, other
Go,
side.
go, go. Drive on your toes. Drive on your toes. Drive. All right. Hey, good job. Stay on top. 27 seconds. All right, come on, Julia.
Break it down. Break it
Come on,
down.
run it, run it, run it! Roll across your lap. Roll across your lap. Straight up. Yes, stand up. Good job. Run it. Short time. Roll across your lap. Yes. Go. Check your right leg. Come on, Julia. Move it. Cross roll. Push your head down. Right leg back. Right leg back. Come on. Hips up. Hips up. Hips up. Come on. Pick up the near ankle. All the way behind. All the way behind. Use your knee now. Get it flat. Get it half in again. Pull it in your lap. Let's go. Yes. Hey. Run it. Run it. Run it. Pull it in your lap. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Pull across, Julia.
Pull it across your body. Pull it up.
Yes, keep up.
Hips up. Hips high. Hips high. Go. Top it up. Hey, come on. Let's go. Up to your feet, Julia. Look away. Pinch. Pinch with the right arm. All right, Julia. Hey, first move off the whistle. Boom. First move off the whistle. Hey, before you do, keep moving. Julia, that's right off the whistle. Boom. Knee slide, stand up, skate. Come on, you good? Good. Short time to get out. Hey, keep coming up, keep coming up, keep coming up. He's under you, he's under you. guys, go.
From the Phillipsburg High School Gymnasium on the campus of Phillipsburg High School in Lopatcong Township, New Jersey, Stateliner Sports Network proudly presents Phillipsburg High School Wrestling. Tonight, the Stateliners play host to the Braves of Newton. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Moore, and along with Bob Kerp, we'll be bringing you all the hold-by-hold of tonight's matchup. Phillipsburg Wrestling is brought to you by Rothman Orthopedics, proud to be the exclusive partner of the NJSIAA and to support Stateliner Athletics. Visit RothmanOrtho.com to make an appointment and stop dealing with pain. Get back to truly living. By Ahart, Frinzy & Smith, recognized as one of the leading insurance agencies in the United States. Find out more at afsinsurance.com. By Urco Credit Union, 450 Hillcrest Boulevard in Phillipsburg and 2240 Northampton Street in Easton. Great rates, low fees. Clean up those after the holidays bills with a low-cost personal loan. Visit us at urcocu.com. By the Firth Youth Center, a proud promoter of youth athletics. Find them at www.firthyouthcenter.com. Follow the Stateliners on Facebook at Phillipsburg HS Wrestling. By Open Mic, for exclusive coverage of the Stateliners and the entire Hunterd and Warren, Sussex area, follow Mike Weileman's blog at mikeopen.blogspot.com. By Welcome to the Pit, a history of Phillipsburg wrestling is available. Order yours on Amazon today. And follow Phillipsburg Wrestling on Twitter at Peberg HS Wrestling. Peberg HS WRESTLIN. Stateliners come into the match with a record of 9-2. There is one common opponent between the two teams. That is Kittatinny. Phillipsburg beat 40-18, and the Braves lost to Kittatinny 35-33. The Braves come in at 12-4 on the year. They have won 10 of their last 13. Starting out defeating Sparta 36-35. They lost to Hanover Park 50-24. Got past South Plainfield 40-27. Lost to Kingsway 57-9. Beat Lenape Valley 48-17. Hackettstown 37-35. Jefferson 33-31. Lost to Absegami 40-35. Beat Northern Burlington 35-30. Cinnaminson 51-21. Holy Spirit 53-18. Beat New Brunswick 47-21. Voorhees 40-27. Montgomery 71-8. And then this week beat North Warren 37-32. Coached by Eric Bolette in his 19th season as the head coach of the Braves, with an overall record of 250 wins, 191 defeats, and 1 draw. And right now, public address announcer Ed Mancinelli has asked everyone to stand for the playing of our national anthem. Our national anthem from Phillipsburg High School. We're going to begin the match at 160 pounds tonight For the Braves, they have weighed into David Hook, a sophomore, 1-8, and junior Ryan Pappas, 6-15. Stateliners have weighed into sophomore Nate Sestowney, 21-5, and sophomore Jay Polito, 2-2. At 170, and for Phillipsburg, either Sestowney or Polito, and for Newton, either Trevor Augenbaugh, a senior, 15-5, or freshman Brody Guerra, 5-6. 182 for the Braves, put Julian Sibley's in there as well. He's a senior, 22-5. For Phillipsburg, either sophomore David Pearson, 15-10, or senior Jake Wicks, 19-8. 195, the only person who could go there for Newton is Sibley's, and for Phillipsburg, either Pearson or Wicks. 220, Jabari Oxley for the Braves. He's a junior, 7-16. For Phillipsburg, junior Gage Horvath, 16-9. 285, Isaiah Wilkins for Newton. He's a senior, 5-14. For Phillipsburg, senior Cody Crutch, 17-7. The Braves do not have anyone weighed in at 106. That would be a forfeit to Phillipsburg's Sean Stashalitis, a sophomore, 8-12. They also do not have anyone weighed in at 113. That'll be a forfeit to Dylan Emery of the Stateliners. He's a sophomore who will make his first varsity appearance. 120, Nathan Fitt for Newton. He's a junior, 22-5. For Phillipsburg, Hakeem Ransdell, a sophomore, 5-10. Logan Matsko did not weigh in tonight, a little under the weather. 126 pounds, Danny Cleary for Newton, a junior, 15-10. For Phillipsburg, it'll be sophomore Joe Inamorato, 17-6. 132, Taylor Sibley's for Newton, a freshman, 15-9. For Phillipsburg, junior Jason Tino, 14-12. 138, Jojo Latruglio for Newton. He's a junior, 23-4. For Phillipsburg, freshman Hunter Cleaver, 3-5. 145, Nick Costa for Newton. He's a junior, 10-12. For Phillipsburg, senior Jared Kukor, 13-9. And at 152, Ryan Pappas, a junior, 6-15. Or David Hook, the sophomore, 1-8. For Phillipsburg, Matt D'Onofrio, a sophomore, 13-11. A couple of basketball scores to report for you today. Both in the Hunter and Sussex Warren tournament, the Phillipsburg girls defeated High Point 38-27. They will be at Wallkill Valley next Saturday in the next round. The Phillipsburg boys in the Hunter and Sussex Warren defeated Pope John 62-44, and their next game will be at Newton, and that will be next Saturday. Coaches and the captains meeting at the center of the mat. Our referees tonight are Gary Zooks and Rick Solovsky. Rick Solovsky will be tossing the disc here. And we'll see who wins the flip. That goes to Phillipsburg. Jake Wicks made the choice. And will be set to go at 160. This is either David Hook or Ryan Pappas for the Braves. And either Nate Sestowney or Jay Polito for Phillipsburg. Braves going in across the way to check in. This is Melkart Abu Jaboud for Newton. I didn't see him weighed in. Oh. That's why it's David Hook. He's a sophomore, 1-8. And this is Jay Polito for Phillipsburg, a sophomore, 2-2. Hook reaches for a leg, can't pull it in. Both teams in their predominantly garnet singlets. Stateliners have the white and gray trim on the right side. Polito trying to underhook the left shoulder of Hook. Got 45 seconds gone, no advantage here, just underway at 160. Polito trying to horse his way behind. He is behind Hook, throws a left leg in, gets him down to the mat, and Polito has a takedown and a 2-0 advantage.
Polito has 3.5 pounds on Hook.
trying to bar the right arm. And pressure on the head, neck. It's a stretch out hook. Stalemate's called by referee Rick Solofsky, and you're back to the center. Hook gets set. Polito trying to pick up on the right ankle to break down the Hook. Throws a leg in that Hook picks off with his left arm. Polito's still trying to pick up on that right ankle, crossface to take him off his base. Hook trying to pick up on that leg and come out the side door on Polito, and he has a reversal. And the bout is tied at 2. Polito stands under 10 seconds to go. Polito tearing at the hands. Hook still in control. And Rick Solofsky said he did not get that leg in enough time, and it's 2-2 after 1. Polito will take down to start the second. Polito sits, now stands, trying to pry those hands apart. Stalling is called, and then an escape. Stalling warning on Hook. Escape for Polito. He leads 3-2.
Seemed a little quick, but referee Solofsky has shown that he does like to advance the action.
JV match was won by Newton, 27-24. There were 12 bouts wrestled, including some girls from both sides. Polito trying to drive through and get a leg, and they're off across the way. Dave Post has shed the sport coat in this, the second period of the opening bout.
Actually, it went in period 1. You were a little occupied.
Polito trying to work a throw, and he's got himself a takedown. Polito is on top 5-2. Again, trying to break down Hook. Reaching inside for the left wrist. Hook again caught that the left leg coming in. Now trying to work a power half and turn Hook to his left. Polito had him off balance momentarily. Keeps the right wrist. Now trying to drive that power half and turn him to his left again. It's up a little high. Polito maintaining that ride. He's got both legs in, and as he stretched out Hook, stalemate was called by referee Rick Solofsky.
Polito couldn't seem to get a good grip on that power half. So he was throwing the left arm across the head. It just kept slipping off.
Picks up on the far ankle to take Hook off his base. Left hand thigh pry. Polito maintaining control here. Final 10 seconds here of the second with Polito on top 5-2. He has 2 takedowns and an escape. Hook has a reversal. And we're through 2. It's going to be Hook's choice in the third. He's going to go down in the third. Now he will give up the escape. So it is 5-3 in favor of Polito.
Polito has the 2 takedowns, both a little unconventional. First period, he slipped around behind.
Polito with the right hand behind the head and neck, then reaches for the right leg, can't pull it in. Now trying to horse his way around the right side of Hook. Now a front head and arm. And he spins around behind, and there's a takedown, the third for Phillipsburg sophomore Jay Polito. And he leads 7-3 here in the third. Trying to pick up on that right ankle again and take Hook off his base. stalling warning on Hook, and that is a point for Polito. It is 8-3. Trying to bar the left arm. Stopped potentially dangerous by Rick Solofsky with 57 seconds to go.
Hook had come to his base there, Mike, and just stopped.
I don't know if Rick Solofsky called a caution there. Yes, he did on Polito. He breaks him down, trying to hammerlock the left wrist. Hook came up off his knees. Polito now with a front head and arm, spins around behind, maintains control. And Hook is out. It is 8-4. Polito trying to spin around to Hook's right with that front head and arm, and he's got another takedown. Polito leads 10-4 with under 15 seconds to go in the bout. He's just had a problem getting Hook off his base.
Yeah, he worked well with the spin really up top, just applying his weight and either horsing from his feet or just rotating across the shoulders. But yeah, has not come close to turning him. Had the quarter Nelson, he was trying, the power half, he was trying in the second period, but just didn't come close.
Second caution on Polito is also warned for stalling on top, but he will ride out and win a 10-4 decision at 160. And we're through one. It is Phillipsburg 3 and Newton nothing. So this will be Nate Sestowney then for Phillipsburg at 170. Sestowney is a sophomore, 21-5. We believe this will be Trevor Augenball for Newton. He is a senior, 15-5.
Augenball at 166 to Sestowney's 166.7.
Sestowney's in on the right leg, has a quick takedown, and a 2-0 lead. Denny Perez in the 100 and Sussex Warren pinned Augenball in about 30 to 40 seconds.
TJ Abode pinned Augenball last year.
Augenball stands, Sestowney on the mat return. Has a leg in, trying to work a tilt to the left. Keeps that leg in, weight on high on the back of Augenball. 40 seconds gone here in the first. Now he has the left arm barred. He's at the edge of the mat in front of the scorer's table and wants to try and tilt him. 1 count, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 back. Referee Gary Zooks is looking in at that right shoulder, and they will go off the mat, but that's 3 back points for Sestowney. And he has a 5-0 lead. Sestowney finishing 7th in the Liberty, the Bethlehem Holiday Tournament. Sinks a half Nelson in on the whistle. Has Augenball on his back in the fall with a half Nelson in a minute 8. We're through 2. It's Phillipsburg 9 and Newton nothing.
Sestowney got that half deep and was able to put Augenball right where he wanted him.
182. It's going to be Jake. It's Brody Guerra. Guerra is a freshman, 5-6. Jake Wicks for Phillipsburg, a senior, 19-8.
So Wicks at 178 to 169 for Guerra.
This is one of the few times, I think, where Jake Wicks is going to wrestle somebody about the same height. Jake's normally, giving up a head or so taller. Front head and arm by Wicks. Rick Solofsky, the referee for this one. Jake trying to snap. Wants to spin around to Guerrera's right and tries to throw him the other way, and they're off no advantage after 28 seconds. Guerrera's set. Reaches for a leg. Can't pull it in. One of Coach Billette had hoped to be able to beat Jay Polito on his way to get Newton 7. And Wicks almost had a throw, spinning, and Wicks has a takedown. 2-0 for Jake Wicks. Trying to hook the right leg, barring the left arm. Has the arm barred. Trying to turn Guerrera to his right. Body press by Wicks. Rocks Guerrera over. Guerrera trying to bridge. Trying to bridge off his back, and Wicks will have to get 3 back. Leads 5-0. Then he checks him back. A favorite move of Wicks and a body press on the right shoulder. Rick Solofsky looking in, and the fall. In 1:43 for Jake Wicks. And we are through 3. Phillipsburg is out to a 15-0 lead. David Pearson, a sophomore, 15-10, and Julian Sibley's a senior, 22-5.
Wicks beat Sibley's in the 100 Sussex Warren 1-0.
And they weighed in pretty similarly, I believe, because both going up, but both had weighed in at 82.
Yeah, Pearson at 183 and Sibley's at 182.8. So maybe a half pound for Pearson.
Gary Zooks will be the referee for this bout. 20 seconds, no advantage. Pearson tapping at the head of Sibley's. Julian, one of 3 Sibley's for Newton. No advantage as we come up to a minute to go in the first. Neither Pearson nor Sibley's close to a takedown here in the first minute. And it will backpedal to the center. Sibley's finished 4th in District 2 last year. 6th in the 100 Sussex Warren. And finished 2nd in the goals tournament over the holidays.
Sibley's beat Kittatinny's Robert Bruce 13-11. Jake Wicks beat Bruce 11-9. Both high-scoring bouts.
Sibley's has 45 career wins for the Braves, and one of just 4 seniors in the lineup. In the normal lineup, Valerio Sanchez, a senior 106-pounder, injured his thumb or finger the other night against North Warren, and he did not weigh in tonight. Lateral drop by Pearson that he can't finish, and they're off scoreless after 1.
Sibley's doing a lot of level changes there from his feet.
Sibley's choice. He's going to go down to start the second. Somehow had the feeling there that at the edge right in front of us that Pearson was going to go for that lateral drop. He likes that around the edge.
He does. Good place to do it on a high-risk move.
Sibley's trying to pick off the right leg of Pearson as it tried to get it in. Now Pearson stretches him out. He was able to ride him out in the consolations in the Hunter and Sussex Warren. That was in the bout 4-5 that Pearson won, as Bob mentioned, 1-0. Pearson keeps that right leg in, kicks that right leg out from under Sibley's, trying to reach inside for the right wrist. Keeps pressure on the head. Keeps that pressure on from his elbow on the back of the neck of Sibley's. Gary Zook's watching the action. Sibley's tried to kick him out front, shake him out front. Pearson trying to turn him now to his right. Sibley's trying to stand and wants to shake Pearson up off the top. Back to his base. Pearson trying to take the right hand out from under him and stretch him out again with 30 seconds to go in the second. Can't help but wonder if Rick Solowski would have stalemated this.
Absolutely. I've been running through my mind for about 20 seconds.
There was the call with 21 seconds to go. Sibley's will get set. Now Pearson. Right hand tight waist, left elbow. Sibley's tried to crawl away from him, then wants to roll, and Pearson got those legs in, so he's able to stay with him. Takes the left wrist. Final 10 seconds to go here in the second. And David Pearson going to do a good job of riding Julian Sibley's here. He did not turn him, but he will ride him out in the second. And we go to the third scoreless.
Pearson's a much more effective rider this year than last. I mean, he's always liked the legs, but last year he would get a little high and a bit more sloppy.
Pearson set underneath. David has 30 career wins. He's honorable mention in this weight class by Lehigh Valley Live. Sibley's riding out the left side. Picks up on the right ankle, trying to take Pearson off his base. Claw on the left shoulder, picked off by Pearson, trying to get control of that right hand. Posts it and then tries to stand. Trying to tilt now Pearson to his left. Trying to get a tilt, pulling the left wrist through the crotch. Pearson picks up on a leg, and Pearson cross-face. Pearson has a reversal, and he's going to get some back points out of this.
So Sibley's got sloppy with the tilt, Mike.
2 count, 3. 3 count from Pearson. He's got 2 coming. This is a 4-point play at least if he can't get more backs. Just under... We've got 50 seconds to wrestle. 1 count, 2, 3. He breaks the hold. That's a 4-point play on the reversal and back points for David Pearson.
Mostly just good hip placement to make that reversal come true.
Yeah, Sibley's thought he was going to turn Pearson, and Pearson ended up reversing and getting back points. He was trying to work a tilt that Pearson fought off. Pearson has the legs in. There's a roll by Sibley's, and Pearson maintains control and has him broken down now with 15 seconds to go in the bout. So this is another one that Newton needed if they were going to make things interesting tonight. And David Pearson now checks back. Sibley's got a 1 count, that's all. David Pearson wins a 4-0 decision at 195. We are through 4. It's Phillipsburg 18 and Newton nothing. Stateliners have a pair of falls and 2 regular decisions. Jabari Oxley out at 220. He's a junior, 7-16. And for Phillipsburg, Gage Horvath, the junior, 16-9.
Both weighed in at 207.
Our next broadcast is Thursday night. Stateliners will take on Delaware Valley. Wednesday night, they will wrestle Montgomery. Horvath in on a leg and has a takedown. Ahead 2-0. He's going to cut him. Don't see a lot of leg shots from Gage Horvath. He's ahead 2-1. Reaches, now he's got the left leg to a double. Takedown for Horvath. Leads 4-1. Trying to work a hazard tilt, and are off the mat. To our right, minute 10 to wrestle in the first period.
Both Horvath and Oxley lost to Kittatinny's Jackson Cron. Cron pinned Oxley, and for Horvath, it was a decision.
Horvath cuts Oxley, leads 4-2. Dives in on a double. Oxley sprawled. Now he's looking for a headlock or a bear hug. He's got a takedown as he slips out of that headlock. Takedown makes it 6-2. He's going to cut him 6-3, and they'll backpedal to the center. Oxley has to watch wrestling the edge here. He doesn't get hit there for stalling. Horvath trying to underhook the right shoulder. Try to throw him on by. There's a stalling warning on Oxley. Horvath in on the right leg. Pressure on the head by Oxley. Horvath dives at that double at the edge. He's covered the right ankle. Now he wants to pull him back on. 10 seconds to go. Now he's got the takedown with 5 seconds to go. And Horvath with 4 takedowns has an 8-3 lead after 1.
It's a very good first period for Gage Horvath. Aggressive on his feet, showing a variety of moves.
Yeah, it looked like a very confident Gage Horvath in that first period. He'll be underneath to start the second. Horvath, a defending district champ, stands, turns in. He is out on the escape. Horvath leads 9-3. Horvath finishing 4th in the Bethlehem Holiday, 3rd in the 100 Sussex Warren, ranked 5th in this weight class by Lehigh Valley Live. He's got 36 career wins. Trying to work a Russian tie on the right arm. Drops down to a double, drives through, has the takedown, and Horvath leads 11-3. Off they go in front of the Stateliners bench. Dave Post in his 10th season, 156-25. Assisted by Scott Silvas, Brad Gensel, Brian Kopeski, John Horak, and Jared Kraus. Oxley set. Horvath left-hand tight waist. He will pick up on the right ankle. Went head hunting but couldn't pull it in. On the escape, it is 11-4. I think Rick Solowski stopped it, wanted to make sure that Horvath was okay.
Yeah, it looks like he got a foot to the eye.
Horvath wants that Russian tie again. Oxley with his left hand behind the head and neck of Horvath. And they head back to the center with 45 seconds to go in the second. Horvath trying to underhook the right shoulder and then reach for the leg. Stalling on Oxley costs him a point. It is 12-4. Horvath trying to tie up that left arm. Reaches, he dives in on the right leg.
That's the first time Oxley's blocked him off on a leg shot.
Horvath trying to underhook, work a bear hug, trying to jack him up, then drops down to a leg, can't pull it in, 5 seconds to go. Dives in, Oxley able to sprawl through 2. Horvath ahead 12-4. Horvath has 5 takedowns, an escape, and a stalling point. Oxley has 4 escapes. He is underneath in the third. Tries to sit. This time Horvath breaks him down. Takes the left wrist. Wants to hammerlock that. 2-on-1 in that left wrist. Hazard tilt, and he has Oxley rolling on through it.
Lost the grip after he had him over.
Takes the left wrist again. Wants to hammerlock it. Hammerlocks that wrist. Then gets out in front. Now controlling under the chin, and he lost control of that. Escape for Oxley. It's 12-5, Horvath.
Horvath got a little frustrated there. No matter what grip he was trying, he was not able to turn Oxley.
Looks for a bear hug. Jacks him up. Stalling is called on Oxley. Oxley trying to reach back for a headlock, and he hits that throw for a takedown. The stalling call made it 13-4. The takedown makes it, 13-5. And the takedown makes it 15-5 Horvath with 30 seconds to wrestle. Again, hammerlocking that left wrist and trying to turn Oxley to his left. Oxley with...
I was going to say, might hit him again.
That just cost him 2. It is 17-5. Final 10 seconds. 17-5, major decision for Gage Horvath of Phillipsburg. We're through 5, and the Stateliners lead Newton 22-0. .285 will be Isaiah Wilkins for Newton. He's a senior, 5-14. And for Phillipsburg, it's senior Cody Krutz, who is 17-7.
249.5 for Wilkins, 238 for Krutz. Both faced Kittatinny's Ty Eldred. Wilkins lost to him, technical fall 20-5. Krutz beat him 3-1.
Krutz right in. Trying to reach behind the back. Let's set up a throw. Wanted a trip. Trying to trip Wilkins again. Wilkins is looking for a bear hug. And Krutz for an inside tie. Wrestlers break apart. We've wrestled 30 seconds, no advantage here at 285. Stateliners are going to get forfeits in the next 2 bouts at 106 and 113. Power shrug attempted by Krutz that he can't finish.
I like that he's been trying that trip because Krutz is just not strong enough to throw a lot of guys. He wants to work up upper body. That's where the heavyweights belong.
Just got around behind, trying to set up a tilt and miss, looking for a headlock. And Krutz slips the headlock attempted by Wilkins. Has a takedown, a 2-0 lead. He was trying to bar the left arm. Krutz in around the chin. Wants to try and turn Wilkins to his right. Krutz on his toes to drive him over. Referee Gary Zooks calls the fall in 1:20 for Cody Krutz. Through 6. Stateliners lead 28-0. Sean Stashalitis is going to come out and collect a forfeit. that would make it 34-0. And then Dylan Emery will come out and claim a forfeit to make it 40-0 through 8. And that gives, by the way, the Stateliners an insurmountable 40-0 lead after 8.
And they have yet to give up a takedown on the night.
5 falls and or forfeits for the Stateliners, a major and 2 regular decisions. We go to 120. It'll be Nathan Fitt. He's a junior, 22-5. And for the Stateliners, Hakeem Ransdell, a sophomore, 5-10.
Fitt placed second in the 100 Sussex Warren to Pope John's Shane Purcellite.
He's a two-time goals tournament champ. He is behind Ransdell and has a takedown. Fitt on top, 2-0. That's a near leg forearm tilt. Ransdell stands. Fitt still has that left leg in. Ransdell now trying to sit back into Fitt. Off they go at 1:24. Referee for this bout is Rick Solofsky.
Fitt beat James Day a year ago, 9-4. 2 years ago, he beat Logan Matsko 7-4.
He finished 3rd in District 2 last year. He has 74 career wins. Trying to work a hazard tilt. Hakeem able to fight off his back after a 1 count. Fitt trying to claw on the right shoulder. And a right-hand thigh pry. Now he how's Ransdell in a sitting position. Ransdell trying to work a Peterson back into Fitt, who maintains control.
It was just really pushing into him. He had no control of anything.
Fitt controlling, tying up the left wrist of Ransdell. Wants to try and tilt him out to his left, drive a half Nelson from the right side with the left wrist. Legs in, near the edge of the mat. And it's off at 21 seconds to go in the first.
Fitt pinned Chris Casal of Kittatinny. Casal decision Ransdell 3-2.
Hakeem is ready. There's a caution. That's on Fitt. Ransdell ready. Fitt, right hand tight waist, left elbow. Trying to work a tilt, 1 count. Ransdell trying to roll on through. Reaching around for the head, and Fitt maintains control. Wraps a tight waist around the left side. Ransdell sits back in. Fitt has a leg in, though, to maintain control of him, and he'll ride out this first period. 2-0, Nathan Fitt of Newton over Phillipsburg's Hakeem Ransdell.
Ransdell did not score, but that's not a bad first period for him against Nathan Fitt.
Fitt underneath to start the second. We're in the 9th bout of the night. The Stateliners have a 40-0 lead. Ransdell is going to cut Fitt, so it'll be 3-0 Fitt, working takedowns here in the second. Fitt looking for a Russian tie. Barrel roll, and a takedown, and he's got some back points coming on Hakeem Ransdell. Rick Solofsky saying you haven't broken the hold yet, so you don't get the back points. Ransdell trying to block him off behind the left leg and pull him out in front. Now he's broken the hold, and 2 back points for Fitt. That's a 4-point play. Now he will give up an escape. The 4-point play made it 7-0. The escape 7-1. .45 seconds gone here in the second. Newton's Nathan Fitt trying to get the Braves on the board.
Fit with 0.7 of a pound on Ransdell, but they are both very lean.
Front head and arm by Ransdell. Trying to get his head outside the right side as he works a butt drag here. Fitt trying to block him off with his right arm. Still no advantage here. Ransdell trying to snap down. Now they break apart. 30 seconds to wrestle in the second. Ransdell sneaking a look at the clock. Now down to 20. Duck under by Fitt. Tripping. And he slipped the whizzer put in there by Ransdell. The takedown makes it 9-1 in favor of Nathan Fitt of Newton. And we're through 2. Fitt has the 9-1 lead. This is the 18th match in the series. It's tied 8 wins apiece, and there was a draw. Newton was, of course, one of the first early New Jersey wrestling powers from 1947 through 56. They had a 7-1 lead with a draw against the Stateliners. Their last win coming in 2009 against Phillipsburg, 37-21. Stateliners winning last year, 45-12. They wrestled a couple times in the 80s. Stateliners winning both of those. Fitt trying to lock up a cradle. Behind the right knee. Now he wants to tilt Ransdell to his left. 1 count, that's all. Ransdell trying to kick out of that. Legs were split by Fitt. Controlling the right wrist of Ransdell. Has a leg in. Wants to try and tilt him to his right. Rick Solofsky looking in at that. Ransdell able to fight that off at the edge of the mat, right in front of the Stateliner bench, and they're off the mat with 46 seconds remaining. Fitt has 3 takedowns, 2 back points, and an escape for his 9. Ransdell with an escape. Ransdell stands. That's a standing hazard by Fitt. And Ransdell able to scramble off his back. Trying to bar the left arm.
Kiva's done well here.
Now has the left arm barred, reaching for the right wrist. Couldn't get it. Now he's got the right wrist. Now he underhooks, trying to set up a double arm bar. Steps across. Trying to drive that bar with 5 seconds to go. Now want the double arm bar to go the other way, and Ransdell fights that off. Did a pretty good job to fight off a double arm bar there in the last 15 seconds. Nathan Fitt of Newton will win a 9-1 major decision at 120, and we are through 9. It's Phillipsburg 40 and Newton 4. 126, Danny Cleary for Newton. He's a junior, 15-10, and for the Stateliners, sophomore Joe Innamorato, 17-6. It's a matchup of a couple of district place winners. Cleary second a year ago in District 2 and a Region 6. And Innamorato was a District 13 champ and a Region 4 fifth place finisher. Innamorato with a front head and arm.
Inamorato's got 2 pounds on him.
Innamorato in on the right leg. Cleary trying to lock through the crotch. Inamorado still has that leg. Cleary trying to hip up and hook Inamorado's right leg. Still no advantage here. Referee Gary Zooks looking in. Inamorado still has that right leg. Picks it over top his head. And Cleary scrambled out of that. No advantage. And this headgear of Inamorado down back over his neck. So they'll stop it allow him to adjust it.
You know, we recognized early on Mike Inamorado very much a scrapper. He's also very poised.
In on the left leg. Hand and a wrist. Picks those legs over top his head. Cleary grabbing onto the right ankle. Inamorado trying to turn in. Cleary still has Inamorado's ankle. Inamorado has his leg picking that left leg up. Cleary wrapped around the midsection. Inamorado reaching around, trying to turn in. Still reaching. Cleary still has his hands locked, and Inamorado comes out of that scramble with the takedown and a 2-0 lead. Wraps the tight waist around the left side. Picks him up on the mat return. Brings Cleary back to the mat.
It is his favorite.
Under 10 seconds to go in the first. Inamorado has a 2-0 lead after one.
Cleary lost to Logan Matsko a year ago, 10-5.
Inamorado will go underneath to start the second. Joe finishing second in the 100 Sussex Warren. Honorable mention in his weight class by Lehigh Valley Live. He has 33 career wins. Cleary trying to work a check back or a power half. Turn Inamorado to his right. Inamorado's hanging on to Cleary's leg. Trying to drive that power half. Gary Zook shaking his head no. Stretches out Inamorado. Tries to power half again. Inamorado hanging on to that right leg of Cleary's. Cleary trying to work the power half again. Inamorado trying to shake him free. Cleary still has that left leg in. Trying to turn Inamorado to his right. Inamorado wants to try and shake him off and come out the back door. Still trying to pop it out. And there's the reversal. Inamorado on top 4-0, and Dave Post very upset with the legs around the head of Joe Inamorado. Bars the left arm, stopped potentially dangerous.
Inamorado really did well to elevate that leg and come out the back door.
Cleary stands. Dave Post is still jawing with Rick Solotsky, who's assisting here. There's an escape. It's 4-1. Front hand cradle. Inamorado has a cradle. Head in the side. Trying to takes over Cleary momentarily. Still trying to turn him. Using the legs. 1 count, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 5-point play for Joe Inamorado. And he will lead 9-1 after 2.
Cleary choosing neutral.
Inamorado getting in on that double again. Drops down Cleary to his left hip. Hooks his leg. Inamorado in a sitting position.
Coming out the back again.
Yep. He has to come up the legs. He's got a takedown. That's an 11-1 lead for Inamorado. trying to turn. Cleary to his right. Gary Zook's looking in over top. Inamorado will get 2 back points. He's up 13-1. Taking the left wrist. Wants to hammerlock. Now he bars the left arm. Stopped potentially dangerous. Joe doesn't understand. That's the second time Gary Zooks has stopped it, and Joe doesn't understand why. Because kind of almost exactly the same position.
I could not see if he had his hand elevated. But Gary Zooks did stop it very quickly.
Cleary tried to sit out and turn in. Inamorado maintaining control. Stateliner sophomores had a pretty good stretch of taking care of business. Coming in at 17-6. Right hand tight waist. 30 seconds go. Hazard tilt. 1 count. 1, 2, 3. 2 back points coming for Inamorado. That would be 15-1, and now he'll cut him. Front head and arm. He didn't give him the escape.
I think
now he did. Now he needs a takedown for a technical fall, and he gets it. It comes in 5:50. So 2 back made it 15-1. He surrendered an escape 15-2 and got a takedown 17-2 in 5 minutes and 50 seconds for Joe Inamorado. We are through 10. It's Phillipsburg 45 and Newton 4. Jason Tino for Phillipsburg at 132. He's a junior, 14-12, and Taylor Sibley's for Newton. He's a freshman, 15-9.
Both wrestlers at 133.
Tino reaches for the left leg. Can't pull it in. Reaches for that left leg again. Can't get it. Dives in on a double. Trying to settle for a single behind the left leg. Trying to drive through as Sibley sprawls. Pressure quarter Nelson out in front by Sibley's, and Tino pops out of that. There's no advantage. We've wrestled 30 seconds. Stateliners have 3 falls, a couple of forfeits, a technical fall, a major, and 2 regular decisions for 45, and the Braves have a major. Sibley's used a power shrug there to get a takedown and lead Tino 2-0. Then gives Tino an escape. 2-1. 1 minute to go here in the first. Tino tries to tie up the left wrist.
So that's 4 takedowns now for Newton with 15 for Phillipsburg.
Battle for hand control. Diving in on a double is Tino. Sibley sprawls, trying to work a front head and arm. Head out the right side of Tino. Then reaches for Tino's right leg. Tino pops out of that. There's no advantage, and they backpedal to the center with 20 seconds to go in the first. Sibley's has a takedown, Tino an escape. Tino trying to get in on that double. Sibley sprawls. Front head and arm again, trying to spin around to Tino's left. 5 seconds to go. And Tino around the head and the chin fights that off. Trails 2-1 after 1. Sibley's choice, he defers. Tino will go down to start the second. And he will cut Tino. And will be 2-2 as we start the second. Jason finishing 4th in the Dvorak tournament, 6th in the Bethlehem Holiday. Honorable mention by Lehigh Valley Live. He's got 20 career wins. Tino trying to force his way around to the right of Sibley's, no advantage.
Had a couple decent double leg shots in the first, but did not plow through and Cody Harrison style to finish.
Went for that left leg, couldn't pull it in. Kind of has gotten a little like flattened out as he's finished his leg shots. Sibley's trying to underhook Tino's left shoulder.
Yeah, I think he ends up coming down to his knees.
Dives.
Being able to drive
Again
through.
got flattened out trying to get in on that double. Now he has the right leg. Drops Sibley's down to his right hip. Sibley's is trying to lock his hands through the crotch. Still no advantage. Tino now has him in a sitting position and gets the takedown. And Tino goes on top 4-2, and he's got Sibley's on his back. Sibley's trying to bridge here with his hands. Tino coming up for the right shoulder. And now a body press on the left shoulder. Sibley's rolls on through. Tino has 3 back points and leads 7-2. Now riding out the left side. Has the left arm barred. Reaching for the right wrist. Trying to drive the bar. Sibley's avoids being turned. Now Sibley's rolls on through. Sibley's has a reversal, 7-4. He's trying to bar the left arm of Tino with 5 seconds to go here in the second. A lot of action here at 132. 7-4 Tino after 2. Sibley's choice, looking over to Coach Bullett. And his father, who is one of the Newton assistants, and he'll choose neutral.
It was an odd scoring sequence there in the second. Tino threw a variety of pinning combinations. Only came up with 3 back points, and then the last one just got too loose.
I thought, Sibley's gave up those back points, and I think he should have been bellying down.
Yeah, the position he was in with his arms out behind him is not certainly where he needed to be.
30 seconds gone here in the third. 7-4 lead for Phillipsburg junior Jason Tino. Half a shot by Sibley's. Dives in, Tino sprawls. Tino with a front head and arm. Reaches for the right leg to get a cradle. Now he's in on the right leg. That stopped potentially dangerous on Sibley's right leg, his knee, with 1:01 to go in the bout.
It was based on the way Sibley's turned after Tino got the knee.
Half a shot by Tino. Sibley's head out the right side. This is kind of how we ended the first period. Sibley's controlling the chin of Tino, trying to come around to his right. Tino hanging on with an arm around the chin of Sibley's underneath him. Sibley's still trying, and Tino able to fight that off, drives through at the edge, and they're off the mat at 30 seconds.
He gets in on that double, Mike, but he's down on his knees. He's not driving forward to be able to have any kind of power for the finish.
Sibley's with half a shot blocked off by Tino. Sibley's has done countering of Tino. And Tino with the lead here does not have to shoot with 15 seconds to go. There's Sibley's trying to drive through. Tino ties up the left arm. Sibley's again head outside the right side of Tino. Tino maintaining control of those wrists. And Jason Tino of Phillipsburg will win a 7-4 decision here at 132. We're through 11. It's Phillipsburg 48 and Newton 4. 138, Jojo Latruglio for Newton. He's a junior, 23-4. And for Phillipsburg, it's freshman Hunter Cleaver, 3-5.
Cleaver with almost 2 pounds on Latruglio.
They're putting on the wrong bands. And that Rick Solovsky caught that, although I think they were calling from the stands to our left about that.
Well, again, the uniforms are so similar.
Yeah.
Now, in the JV bout, actually, they were using the bands on the opposite team. I don't know why they switched for varsity, but whatever works.
Petruglio in on the right leg behind the knee. No advantage. Cleaver is trying to throw him, and there's a takedown for Petruglio. He's ahead 2-0, and then gives up an escape to Cleaver. 2-1. Has Cleaver's left leg. Finishes that takedown. Petruglio ahead 4-1, and he rolls Cleaver to his back. Cleaver trying to bridge right in front of the Stateliner bench, and he'll get off. That is 3 back points for Petruglio, and he leads Cleaver 7-1. He's going to cut Cleaver. It's 7-2.
She was signaling an optional start.
JoJo finishing 5th in the 100 Sussex Warren. A goals tournament champ, 2nd in District 2 last year. He was a runner-up in the 2019 100 Sussex Warren. Has 69 career wins. Just under a minute to go here in the first. Petruglio on top of Cleaver, 7-2. Dives in on Cleaver's right leg, drops him down to his right hip. Trying to hook that leg as he hooks it. Referee Gary Zooks awards the takedown. And it is 9-2 in favor of Petruglio. Left hand thigh pry. Trying to stick that right leg in. Cleaver picks that off at the edge, and it'll go off. 22 seconds to wrestle in the first. Cleaver is ready. Petruglio looks up the clock behind us. Puts a claw on the left shoulder. And a left-hand thigh pry. Cleaver trying to pick that off, gets control of that left wrist. Cleaver wants to stand. Petruglio keeps his weight on the right side and keeps Cleaver from standing, and it's 9-2 Petruglio after 1. His choice.
Petruglio, Mike lost to Bryce Parenti last year, 5-2.
Petruglio going underneath to start the second. Granby roll. Cleaver trying to set up the mouse trap. Cleaver had him on his back momentarily. Now Petruglio comes out the back door and has a reversal.
He gave 2 back before the reversal.
And then an escape. So it was 9-4, 11-4, 11-5, and off the mat as Cleaver again tried to work a throw.
Yeah, the Phillipsburg fans knew what they were watching. Petruglio scored it out before Cleaver could keep him there. Petruglio, Mike, did not seem fazed by that at all.
Working takedowns here, 40 seconds gone in the second. Cleaver likes the throws, very comfortable working up high. Trailing 11-5. Petruglio reached for leg, couldn't get it. Circle at the edge. Tries to power his way behind Cleaver and does for a takedown. Petruglio on top, 13-5. He has 4 takedowns, a reversal, and 3 back points. Cleaver has 2 back points, 3 escapes. And left-hand thigh pry. Cleaver tried to sit. Truglio with that left-hand thigh pry. Back to Cleaver's base. Under 10 seconds to go here in the second. Truglio will ride out the second. He's ahead 13-5 after 2. Cleaver's choice. And he'll go underneath in the third.
Optional start again.
So on the escape, 13-6.
I know it doesn't make any difference, but I like the optional start better than just cutting him.
And why do you like that better?
There's contact, there's the potential for action there.
Truglio went in on a leg, and Cleaver tried to work a flying cement. No advantage as they go off.
I mean, just signaling that, you know, I'm giving the escape is, it's just not very exciting. The optional start, the wrestler may pursue, may tackle it. You know, there's something to watch because something may be happening.
Cleaver tapping at the head. 40 seconds gone here in the third. There's a dump. Picked up Cleaver, dropped him down for a takedown to go up 15-5.
It was nicely done.
Yeah, very nice.
He just dropped his level and came right underneath Cleaver and lifted him up.
Cleaver bellied down. Now he stands. Picks up Cleaver, tries to step through.
The Newton coaches were expressing a bit of dismay between the refereeing styles of Rick Solofsky and Gary Zooks.
Cleaver tried to work that Peterson. 30 seconds to go. Truglio, left-hand thigh pry. Is built to the major here, ahead 15-6 in the third. Power half trying to turn Cleaver to his left. There's a roll by Cleaver. Pressure on the head. Cleaver trying to work a mouse trap. Truglio grabbed at that leg, but not being turned. The final is 15-6 for Jojo Truglio of Newton at 138. We're through 12. It's Phillipsburg 48 and Newton 8. Jared Kukor for Phillipsburg at 145. Senior, 13-9. Nick Costa for Newton. He's a junior, 10-12.
Kukor with 3.5 pounds on Costa. Costa lost a year ago to Joe Inamorado, 10-6. So Costa's up from 120 to 145.
Rick Solofsky will be the referee for this one. Rick telling us beforehand he'll be reffing the districts, District 13 here at Phillipsburg. That'll be in 3 weeks. Front head and arm by Kukor. Now's in on the right leg, but they're off no advantage. They paw at each other. Costa with a right hand behind the neck of Kukor.
Kukor beat Kittatinny Stephen Dowling, 3-1 sudden victory. Dowling beat Costa 6-2.
Head outside. They're off back to the center at 58 seconds to go in the first. Kukor trying to underhook the left shoulder, or right shoulder. Reaching for leg as Costa can't get it. Costa going to lose it. Stalling called on Costa. First warning. Costa has to unhook the headgear and put it back on. Now they're set. Front head and arm by Kukor.
That's 4 shots now.
Head outside the left side.
4-0.
Coach Billette a little upset that his wrestler, Nick Costa, got hit for stalling. When according to the coach, he's taken like 5 shots to none for Kukor. He's counting them out. You might be able to hear him. And Gary Zooks has said he's had enough. Kukor tries to drive through. They're off. And unsportsmanlike conduct against Coach Billette. Is that a team point deduction? Or is that a warning? Now we got blood time for Nick Costa. Yep, they were deducted a point.
Newton has 1 team point deducted for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Coach Billette asking, isn't that a warning first, and did not get the benefit of that. There is, there is something to be said for officiating consistency.
It's the difficulty of having 2 human beings doing the same function, because invariably they're not going to see it exactly the same way.
Rick Solowski is giving his explanation to Coach Billette.
And I think every referee has their own style, and I don't know that they can adapt it. They call it the way they call it.
Personally, I'm not a fan of 2 refs.
Well, it's a hazard, and we've seen it.
First period ends scoreless at 1:45. One of the oldest reasons that I'm not a fan is, and you see it, a lot in tournaments. You get to the semis and the finals, and you've got a lot of good wrestlers, and you have tight matches, and when you're out there by yourself, you have to make the call, and when you're out there with a partner, it's like you go over and discuss it, and decide whether you're going to make a call, and it's one of the reasons that I don't like it. And the disparity between the way, there is a noticeable difference between the way Gary Zooks has officiated bouts tonight, and how Rick Solowski is. And that doesn't make either one of them wrong, but it's just
different. It's just different. Yeah.
Here's a takedown for Kukor, and he leads 2-0 here in the second. Trying to run a half Nelson from the right side. Takes the right wrist. Trying to load up a cradle, reaching behind the right knee. Stopped, we got more blood time for Nick Costa. Stateliners have it won. It's 48-8. We're in the 13th bout of the night here at 1:45, and Phillipsburg is going to take the lead in this series with Newton for the first time. Again, Newton, one of the early New Jersey wrestling powers. They have 82 state champs. That's the most in New Jersey. Newton and Roselle Park were kind of the 2 early powers. They have stopped the blood time.
1 minute 30 seconds on the blood time.
Public address announcer Ed Mancinelli letting us know that they've used minute 30 of Nick Costa's blood time. Phillipsburg trainer Dwayne Bryda out there to Take a look. Got 1:04 to go here in the second period. Phillipsburg's Jared Kukor on top, 2-0. Costa getting set underneath. That's a caution on Costa. First caution. Left hand tight waist, right elbow. Kukor trying to take the right arm. Ricci controls the right wrist and trying to bar the left arm on Costa. Stalemate's called at 38 seconds.
I thought we might get a stalling warning here, but I think referee Zalowski decided that Kukor was just running too parallel without a pinning combination.
Costa tries to crawl away. Kukor maintains control of him. Chopping at that right elbow. Trying to take the right wrist, left hand thigh pry. Now he's broken down Costa. Trying to hammerlock the right wrist. There's a stalling point for Kukor. He's up 3-0. Second period ends.
Yeah, forgot Nick Costa had gotten that on his feet, working the edge in the first period.
Costa will take neutral in the third. Kukor snaps him with an underhook. Looking for a barrel roll is Costa. Kukor still has the underhook. He's trying to step across and trap that left leg, and he does. And Kukor has a takedown, leads 5-0. Breaks down Costa.
That's 18 Phillipsburg takedowns now to 8 for Newton.
Kukor goes to cut him, but now heading the right side. Stalling call and a point. 6-0.
Next would be 2.
Yep, reaching inside for the left wrist. Breaks down Costa with 50 seconds to go in the bout. Stalemate with 50 seconds to go.
I think the same discussion as before.
Kukor is going to cut him. 6-1. Yeah, Rick Zalowski said like he got his hips covered.
Yeah.
Kukor trying to snap down. Gets him to his knees, head out the right side. Takedown for Kukor to go up 8-1. Dave Post says cut him. Now he's trying to set up a cement job. He has to push him away. Now you get separation and it's 8-2. Front head and arm trying to head out the right side. Takedown for Kukor with 20 seconds to go. And he leads it 10-2. Kukor maintaining control out the right side. So he has 4 takedowns and a couple of stalling points and a major decision. 10-2 for Jared Kukor of Phillipsburg at 145. We head to the final bout of the night. It's Phillipsburg 52 and Newton 8. This is Ryan Pappas, a junior, 6-15. And for Phillipsburg, Matt D'Onofrio. D'Onofrio is a sophomore, 13-11.
D'Onofrio with a 3-pound advantage.
Hey, movement, Ryan. Right and left, right and left.
Gary Zooks will be the referee for this one. D'Onofrio tried to get in on the left leg. Pappas sprawls. D'Onofrio tried to horse his way around to Pappas's right. Couldn't get there.
Left, right. Stay in the toes, don't step too hard. Snap.
Reaches for the leg, can't get it. D'Onofrio trying to get in on a double. D'Onofrio has a takedown, leads 2-0. Takes the left wrist. Right hand tight waist. Sits, tries to turn in. D'Onofrio stands, maintains control. On the escape, 2-1. Pappas dives in on the left leg of D'Onofrio. D'Onofrio flattens him out. He's got a hand and a wrist behind D'Onofrio's left knee. Again, flattens him out, trying to cross-face him. Phillipsburg coaches going crazy over there to try to get him to turn him to his left. As the period ends, it's 2-1 D'Onofrio.
It was not a great shot by Pappas, but D'Onofrio did not react very quickly.
D'Onofrio will be underneath to start the second.
I think D'Onofrio thought there should have been a caution there.
There's an escape.
Because he looked up at referee Gary Zooks waiting for something, and he wasn't moving himself.
D'Onofrio ahead 3-1. D'Onofrio got in on a double and has himself a takedown. He's going to cut him. Takedown made it 5-1. Escape 5-2. D'Onofrio diving in on a double. Has his third takedown, 7-2. Cuts him 7-3.
It's been 3 doubles here. I think he's trying to do something besides the favorite ankle pick.
They tie up, break apart. Dives in on that double again. Front head and arm now by Pappas. Head outside the right side, and D'Onofrio able to come out of that with takedown number 4, and he cuts him. So it is 9-4 D'Onofrio. 45 seconds to go here in the second. Dives in at the double. Pappas sprawls. D'Onofrio dives in on the double a second time. Circles with him. Has a takedown. It is 11-4. 30 seconds to go. D'Onofrio is trying to take the elbow back toward the knee. 15 seconds to go. That's been an impressive second period for Matt D'Onofrio with 4 takedowns. D'Onofrio maintaining control here. Through 2, he's up 11-4. Pappas will go down in the third.
Hey, your shot now.
Up on your feet. You got to get your offense, Pat. Your offense. Your offense.
Let's go, get some fakes, You know he's coming.
After an escape given by D'Onofrio, it's 11-5. D'Onofrio dives in. Able to tie up the right arm and then spin around behind for a takedown. 13-5. He'll cut him 13-6. In on the left leg to a double. Picks him up, drops him down for the takedown. 15-6, D'Onofrio. D'Onofrio has 7 takedowns. Controlling the right elbow. Trying to take that back to the knee. D'Onofrio may have a cross-face cradle. He does. Able to break that cradle. Now ties up D'Onofrio's left wrist. D'Onofrio trying to shake that free. Does. Now he goes to the cross-face again. Low leg to turn him to his right. 1 count, 2. 2 count for D'Onofrio. Back points make it 17-6. Under 30 seconds to go in the bout. D'Onofrio looking cross-face again. 15 seconds to go in this one. Matt D'Onofrio of Phillipsburg going to get himself a major decision. 17-6 is the final. Phillipsburg taking care of business tonight against Newton. They beat the Braves 56-8. 3 pins, 2 forfeits, a technical fall, 3 majors, 3 regular decisions. And the Braves come up with 2. That's right. Final score was 56-7 as Newton lost the team point for unsportsmanlike conduct. So the Stateliners run their record to 10-2 on the season, and the Braves will fall to 12-5. Phillipsburg Wrestling on the Stateliner Sports Network. Brought to you by our good friends at Rothman Orthopedic. Proud to be the exclusive partner of the NJSIAA and to support Stateliner Athletics. Visit RothmanOrtho.com to make an appointment and stop dealing with pain. Get back to truly living. By Ahart, Frincy & Smith, recognized as one of the leading insurance agencies in the United States. Find out more at afsinsurance.com. By Urco Credit Union, 450 Hillcrest Boulevard in Phillipsburg and 2240 Northampton Street in Easton. Great rates, low fees. Clean up those after the holidays bills with a low-cost personal loan. Visit us at urcocu.com. By the Firth Youth Center, a proud promoter of youth athletics. Find them at www.firthyouthcenter.com. By Open Mic, for exclusive coverage of the Stateliners and the entire Hunterdon and Warren, Sussex area, follow Mike Weileman's blog at mikeopen.blogspot.com. By Welcome to the Pit, a history of Phillipsburg wrestling is available. Order yours on Amazon today. Follow the Stateliners on Facebook at Phillipsburg HS Wrestling. And follow Phillipsburg Wrestling on Twitter at Pberg HS Wrestling. Pberg HS WRESTLIN. So the Stateliners with a dominating win tonight over the Braves of Newton. Stateliners coming in from NJ.com, ranked 10th in the state. The Wrestling Writers Association had the Stateliners at 9th, and they took it to the Braves tonight, losing just 2 major decisions. We started at 160. Jay Polito earning his varsity letter tonight because he picked up his 12th team point of the season. 10-4 decision over David Hook. 170, Nate Sestowney, a fall with a half Nelson in a minute 8 over Trevor Augenbaugh. 9-0 Phillipsburg. 182, Jake Wicks, a fall in a minute 43 over Brody Guerra. A check back in a minute 43. They made it 15-0 Stateliners. 195, David Pearson, riding out Julian Sibley's in the second period, and a third period reversal, 2 back points and a 4-0 decision, 18-0 Phillipsburg. 2:20, Gage Horvath at Phillipsburg, a 17-5 major decision over Jabari Oxley, 22-0 Stateliners. 2:85, Cody Krutz, a fall in a minute 20 over Isaiah Wilkins to make it 28-0. And then Sean Stashalitis and Dylan Emery picked up forfeit wins for the Stateliners to make it 40-0 after 8 bouts and clinching it for the Liners. 1:20, Nathan Fitt of Newton got the Braves on the board, a 9-1 major decision over Hakeem Ransdell. 1:26, Joe Innamorato, a 17-2 technical fall in 5 minutes and 50 seconds over Danny Cleary, district runner-up a year ago for the Braves. 1:32, Jason Tino won a 7-4 decision for Phillipsburg over the Braves' Taylor Sibleys. 1:38, Jojo Latruglio got the Braves' second win, a 15-6 major decision over freshman Hunter Cleaver, made it 48-8. 1:45, Jared Kukor of Phillipsburg, a 10-2 major over Nick Costa, made it 52-7 after the Braves had lost a team point for unsportsmanlike conduct. And then at 1:52, Matt D'Onofrio, major decision, 17-6 over Ryan Pappas, 56-7, the final tonight for the Stateliners. And as I mentioned, that is a win for the Stateliners, number 10 on the season against 2 defeats. And we're joined by Phillipsburg head coach Dave Post. And, you thought you might get 12 beforehand, and you went out there and got them.
Yeah, we and I liked how I was a little worried because we just you can kind of read our kids. I know when they have that intensity when we come. We seemed a little light, which sometimes I try not to step in because you don't want them to get too worked up in a match. So I was a little worried that maybe we'd come out and underestimate. We didn't. We looked a little sluggish at first because we got a little the JV match. Our timing with our warm-up was a little off with the JV match going a little late. So that was to be expected, and we found a way to get, Jay found a way to win that match and win his varsity letter, which is, that's always a big accomplishment at Phillipsburg, to get your first varsity letter. And then from there on, we looked really good. I mean, I think, the intensity we wrestled with, how well we finished our shots. We had a couple matches, here or there where we were getting to our good leg attacks and we just weren't finishing. And just a lot of pace too. Joey Innamorato sticks out in my mind of just continuously wearing down his opponent.
He had a huge advantage in takedowns, 26-8.
I wondered what that was when we were sitting at the bench because we knew we had just it seemed like I couldn't remember, but I knew it was pretty good.
So going through the lineup, even like the younger kids, even like the intensity, going at it for the whole 6 minutes, it has to be very encouraging about later on this season, but in seasons to come too.
Sure, yeah, we have a super talented group, and they just believe that there's no difference between them or the Peaburg teams 10 years ago or the Peaburg teams back 20 and 30 years ago. They wear that singlet with pride, and they know if you put that singlet on, you better give everything you have for 6 minutes. And that's what we saw. A perfect example was the 2 bouts we lost. To have Hakeem go out there and against their best kid and just continuously wrestling, even though he was down, he never stopped. It's easy to say, hey, I can't win this bout. And Hunter Cleaver was the same thing. Heck, he nearly had a reversal there to fight off a bonus point against a really good opponent. And that's the kind of thing. I think that's why we get so many fans at our matches. Our people, our fans take a lot of pride in that our kids will never back down from anybody. And that's, you're right. It's going to be really fun the rest of this season and for, seasons to come.
Just 1 week to go in the regular season. Time's flying by here.
It is going by. We just, like I told you before, we want to make sure that, we're cleaning things up. We're making improvements. We don't want to lose a beat here. So, yeah, but. Now they got so much energy left that they're going three-man takedown groups here in the center of the mat. But
just one last question. One of the young ladies, I'm sorry I don't know the first name, but Castro Gomez won the last JV bout tonight, and the place kind of went crazy. And I thought maybe that was her first win ever.
So Raina, I think it might have been her first home win ever.
Okay.
but she actually, Raina they had this season the first 101 Sussex Girls Championship. Jewel won her weight class, and Raina finishes the runner-up. So she won
in the weight same. Oh, she's
no.
Okay.
Raina was the runner-up at 120.
Okay.
So she went out there and I think wrestling in this place. She hasn't gotten a lot of girl matches here because there's not a lot of teams that have girls like we do. But Newton has a pretty strong girls program, and it was great for her to be able to get about and also Sarah get about. It's fun, and I could hear the place. We were up warming up, and I could hear the place going wild.
Well, congratulations on the win tonight. We will see you Thursday back here against Delaware Valley.
Great, thank you very much.
Dave Post, head coach of the Stateliners, now 157-25. The Stateliners go to 985 school wins all time, 268-7. And the Stateliners against New Jersey since 1979-80, they are 518-68-1. You have been watching the Stateliner Sports Network's presentation of Phillipsburg High School Wrestling. Repeating tonight's final score, it was Phillipsburg 56 and Newton 7. Join us for our next broadcast on Thursday night at 6:50 when the Stateliners will host Delaware Valley. For Bob Kerp, executive producer Jake Kosa, and production associate Dylan Renner, I'm Mike Moore, saying thank you for watching Phillipsburg Stateliner Wrestling. Good night.